As good as it's gonna get.
We are young. Heartache to heartache. That's not from 1984. 5. Oh, did we do
A couple of mine are. I have one that I found out was technically released just 84, but I think I'm keeping it. It was end of December of 84. I think I'm giving it to myself.
Yeah, we're doing 85. Are you good? You good, Sontia?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Tonight's
Are
episode.
You good?
I don't know. Tonight's
Oh,
episode
no.
of He Got Game. This is a literal picture of me in my game. I think Coach and Jaeger would vouch for that. Won't be seen tonight because we got this wicked cool podcast for you.
Welcome to For Music Lovers Only, a podcast where each host makes a top 5 list of their favorite songs from this week's topic. Each week is a new topic. Tune in, I dare you.
Music lovers only.
What is up, music lover? Got my two favorite music lovers in the studio with us again, like it's a regular thing. Like we said that before. What's going on, Coach and Sontia?
Not too much. Just chilling.
I'm good. I hope y'all good.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, we're gonna do 1985. We decided to do a couple just years, just I don't know, just to spice it up a little bit. And so it's gonna be a fun podcast. So tune in. And if you're just tuning in to the Room Green page, Room Green Productions on YouTube, go subscribe there. We're trying to grow that shit. Facebook page, follow along. But yeah, how are you guys doing today?
I'm good. I'm in vacation mode.
Vacation mode. I like that. I am too, and I've got a month to go, so that's not good.
But I only took 2 days off. I got to kill some time at work. So
Yeah, that's always nice.
You don't have a hat on, Coach.
nope.
I was sitting there and I was like, there's something wrong right now. There's something bothering me.
Does everybody think you're bald under the hat because you wear it so much?
I get that sometimes. A lot of people like. It's not like I don't ever not wear a hat at work, but when I don't, people are like, "Oh, you have hair," or you know, long for a while. They're like, "Oh man, your hair is long," like, or
You have a head. What's going on?
Yeah,
my beard's missing, my hair's gone.
I got a compliment on my hair at Quick Trip this week, and walking in, it was I don't know. I don't like compliments. They're weird. Like, what are you doing? And gal was just like, I like your hair. It's long. And I didn't know if she was talking about my ponytail or my front ponytail. I don't know. But I'm like, yep, I got lots of long hair. And then after I got in the car, I thought of the perfect, I grew it myself, I was like,
that would have worked.
She had a nose. What are those called? You got the bowl. Yeah. I'm not a fan of those. I'm not. It's like, do you got a tag in your ear too? I don't know. I'm not a fan of those. So, like I said, I've got game, Coach. I have no game. That's baloney. Coach has known me long enough that no, there's no game. And me and Jesse were hanging out last week.
Boy, just different ways.
Hey, I mean, I started thinking about it. And like every relationship had started by basically they had to make the first move. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, that would be my son probably.
Yeah, that's my move. Just be a dumbass.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my middle son. My oldest is pretty charismatic, but he's also focused. So he will not. He has goals and things that he wants to do. And then, like, if there's any advances, he's like, go away. I'm busy. I got stuff going on. And then my middle is just like, he lives in imagination land. So somebody could just full on, like, do a freaking what is that one movie where that the lady, she was like, she wasn't a stripper, she was like a burlesque lady, and she kept falling on, like, getting on a chair. Chicago.
Okay. Never seen it.
Something like that. But yeah, that could be happening in front of him and he just wouldn't even care. And then my youngest has a lot of, like, he's super social. And so I don't know how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
He's just gonna always have people at his house, and eventually one of them's gonna be his girlfriend because they're always there anyways.
Yeah.
I get it.
Kid started basketball camp this week. That was she finished it up. It was just a week long.
Okay.
It's good. She kind of pisses me off just the way she picks up things so easily. Because, you know, I mean, I couldn't dribble myself out of a wet paper bag.
Ew.
And I mean, she's just over here, you know, just looking like she's a natural. I'm like, proud of her, but it's like, geez. Picking up guitar, and she's, you know, it's just fun. Fun watching her, but it's still like, golly.
Does she like pick it up and then like just throw it away? Like, okay, I'm done with this.
Yeah, play it for a little bit and then stop. And that's kind of why she wanted to do every sport, wrestling, soccer, and all this stuff. And we've done t-ball, we've done soccer. And that was when she was way younger, and you know, she had fun doing it. And so now she's kind of taking this serious. And the camp, she's definitely the biggest and oldest, I think, in this camp, because I mean, they're all newbies, including her. But at least she's trying and not doing cartwheels and weird stuff on the court. You know.
Yeah.
Wants to be there.
Yeah. I mean, she was nervous, but you know, I think it kind of worked out in her advantage to having them all little kids, because then she's like not so nervous. You know, if it was all kids her age, she would be like really super shy until, you know, somebody talked to her, and then that would be all over after that. But
that's good.
Yeah. Well, let's get. I did round up a little bit of news. Well, not news, but music history. Today in music for June 15th, Saturday, June 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This Saturday feels like a Thursday a lot.
It really does. It's like I worked all day.
Second one in a row.
Yeah.
There's a couple kind of bad things, and then there's some good ones. But this day in music, 2005, Michael Jackson was cleared of all charges of the child abuse baloney he got himself into. And I mean, you know, supplying with the Michael what would they call it, the Michael juice, the alcohol drinks he was supposedly Jesus juice, yes,
just a little Jesus juice.
And you know, I mean, he was cleared of everything, but I mean, I still can't not think of that. You know, I associate that with him. So I mean, he may have got cleared of charges, but he never lived this down. You know, I don't think, whether he did it or didn't, you know, we'll never know now. But 1995, Alanis Morissette released her studio album, Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah.
And a great song and a great album. And I think we talked about it before. She was like going to recording session of it. She just moved from Canada to LA to do this album, and she got mugged. And they were trying to take her bag that had all of her stuff for this album in her bag. And so, I mean, she's like giving them the money and like, don't take the bag. And fortunately they didn't take the bag. And so we have Jagged Little Pill. Yeah. And fortunately, Dave Coulier screwed her over, and we have some great songs.
Oh, cool.
1975, John Lennon made his last ever TV appearance when he appeared on the Salute to Sir Lou grade. I have no idea what this is. But I think there's some footage of it I'm going to check out when I got a little more time. But he performed Slippin' and Slidin' and Imagine. And it was recorded at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And then finally, 1966, Frank Sinatra took the #1 charts with Strangers in the Night. And, I mean, again, you don't have, I mean, I hope everybody knows I love Frank Sinatra. He's the Rat Pack, all of that stuff, man. That just really gets me in the feelers.
Yeah, when I'm out on the town, especially with like open mics and karaoke, there's a lot of Frank Sinatra.
Yeah,
there's like way more than I ever expect, and there's at least one person that sings a Frank Sinatra song, so that's pretty cool.
Well, I think just like not Jimi Hendrix, Johnny Cash. Everybody kind of forgot about him, and then I think with the American recordings, he kind of brought himself back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was a outlaw country fan again.
Yeah.
I remember listening to Frank Sinatra. What was it? License to Drive. One of the Corey Feldman, Haim. And I can't think of the guy's name, but they're in it, and they got their grandpa's car, and it's like the tape's stuck on, or no, the drunk guy driving, and then he ends up stealing their car, but he's listening to I can't think of the song off the top of my head. I've been up and down, I've been a poet, a capon and a king. That's life.
Yeah, that one.
Yep, that's life.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So did we
I gotta fix this mic real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. It was crunching. Did you come up with bad advice or good advice, or advice that nobody asked for? I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I totally forgot about it, but I just made it up on the spot just now. I was like, I was supposed to do something else also on the Saturday, and
don't eat yellow snow, but I think that one's good.
Yeah, that was the first one that came to my mind. But mine, since I'll just go, is the advice is to always drink at least a half a cup of water between your drinks of liquor if you're drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
Is it. And I don't think that works. I don't think that works at all. It keeps you hydrated, maybe.
I don't know. I've never had a problem with it. I've always lived by liquor before beer, never fear. Beer before liquor, never sicker. I've lived by that rule, and that's a healthy one. I don't but I'm not a big liquor drinker anyhow, I mean.
Oh man.
You good, Coach?
Yeah, I'm good. I think it's back. I was trying your mic out, and I had some problems last show. I don't know why it doesn't like this. Something about the connection. If I get it just perfect, no problem, but old school mic works. So
yeah.
I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
You still not drinking?
Nope. I'm just over 2 weeks.
Yeah, awesome.
Not drinking.
Oh, so, congratulations.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a permanent thing. It's just making sure I have control of it kind of thing. I used to have a drinking problem and took quite a long 10-year almost break, and kind of then just, decided I could socially. I never had like an extreme problem, I guess, but I was getting pretty bad. But decided I could socially, and then maybe I've got a little too social again lately. So,
okay.
As long as you're not waking up and the first thing you're grabbing is hard liquor, I think you're good.
I was never there, but I mean, it got to where there was, you were looking forward to a drink, or I had 2 to 3 to 4 night. It was one night I drank, and then every podcast night, and then it's just like, okay, well, do I have to have that, or
out here tickling cows? Come here, Bessie.
Again, usually everybody that assumes that knows I drink, there's alcohol in my mix. This is just Mio and water.
Just Mio and water.
This is just Mio tonight. No.
All right. That's cool to take a break. Definitely. It helps.
Yeah. And I might take a year break. I might take a 2-month break. I don't know. It's just hard to know.
Yeah.
My advice is if you ever get caught sleeping at work, just like raise your head up real slow and say, in Jesus' name, amen. Because I don't know if they can, you can get in trouble for praying.
Holy man.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
I think that's good advice there.
It's a mix because I tried it. No.
I usually fall asleep like this though, so I don't know if that would
Yeah,
work.
no,
I'd have to be like, oh, you got a bad tile there or something,
it's been a long time. There was one Saturday at my previous job, probably 7 or 8 years ago, where it was one of those nights I drank way too much. And it was real quiet and slow. Phone wasn't ringing. I was just watching the computer, and all of a sudden, like one of my customers in front of me, he's like, "You all right, dude?" I'm like, "Oh man," I'm like, "No, I'm not all right." But what's up? What do you need?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got the spinner of doom.
Spinner of doom.
We're gonna have to modify this thing. I just can't come up with what we're doing. So
Glitter, man. Just get some glitter.
it was actually,
Yay!
it really did go. It was kind of more on Sontia, and then when I rotated around, it went to me. But I'll take it. We already did Sounder. That's just how life works. So. Like I said, there might be one of my songs, if we do hard research, may have came out like the last week of December of '84, but I'm gonna give it 85. So, but it was fun, man. There was way more songs. As soon as you said it last week, I started, I looked up there. I'm like, oh crap, there's plenty to pick from.
Yeah.
And what I first searched was like Billboard 85. So then you're going to find out that, usually it's always 85 songs, but there's some late 84s that didn't get popular until the album may have come out late in 85 or middle of 85 or whatever. So anyways, my number 5 was one I just remember, man, it came on in the car, and I don't care. I was with my cousin Kim, and she had a friend of hers with her and her boyfriend, and they're probably like 7 or 8, 10 years older than me, because I was 6, 7, 8, and they're just old enough to drive. So yeah, they're 10 years older than me, and Starship, We Built This City.
Oh yeah.
I was afraid of that one. I knew I was afraid some of this was gonna happen.
It's marked off. It's fine. It's fine.
And honestly, it was I'm sorry, it was a late edition, because I found out one of my songs was way too early in '84, and I could not go with it. So, but man, that song that gets you going. So
yeah. When I looked it up, it said it was from 1985.
What's that?
When I looked it up, it said it was from
that one is. No, I'm saying it was a late edition because I looked up another song on my list that ended up being an 84 song. So this one was definitely 85. Yes.
Okay.
Number 4 for me was Don Henley. All She Wants to Do Is Dance. That was
on my tentative list, but
okay. That was one of those ones, even like my dad would jam with me, going down the road. All she wants to do is dance. I mean, yeah. Same thing. It's like, man, that you were young. You're like, oh man, all girls just want to have fun. They're, number 3 for me, Katrina and the Waves, Walking on Sunshine. Another one that, man, just 85 was a good year. It was like music. I'm not saying there wasn't down music. There wasn't none of that, but boy, it was just all the stuff was poppy and up. And I mean, you can find whatever you want to find, but everything I found just made me want to freaking dance.
A lot of soundtracks too. They made it into a lot of movies. On Sunshine, a lot of them.
That's what I said. And you just think, I mean, after everybody, like I can't remember, there's a famous movie, and right after he loses his boyhood to manhood, it's like, I'm walking on sunshine. So that'd be a good positive sounder.
Business, maybe.
Maybe, I can't remember. Number 2, Huey Lewis and the News, The Power of Love. And if you're a Back to the Future guy, which TJ, my co-host of my show, he would have got mad if I wouldn't have had that one on the list. And that's just another one of those, man, just powerful song, upbeat. I mean, that's the power of love. So,
well, I'd seen that they had an interview with him or something. They were talking about it, and they approached him to do the soundtrack or whatever, and he's like, "Man, do I gotta write a song?" I was like, I haven't even watched the movie. How am I supposed to? He's like, well, I'll just give him what we're working on, and he did that. But they do have the same album. It's on the soundtrack, Back in Time, which I don't know. I would kind of think they probably wrote that for the movie.
Okay.
Maybe after the fact, but what they gave him was Power of Love, and they got the gig, and he's got the cameo in it.
Yeah, and that song, powerful. It was big. Made that. Yeah, that soundtrack of Back to the Future was one of a good soundtrack, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, anyways, my number one. I couldn't go through 85, and he released an album in this year without getting Phil Collins on the list. And
I saw it, and I was like, I'm not going to take that one.
Sussudio was mine. There's just no way. Same thing as every one of these songs. When that freaking song comes on, except for the beginning, I forgot. Especially if you watch the video, it's a real long build up. But man, when he gets it, and everybody gets going in the bar and all that. I mean, it's just. Yeah.
Have you seen American Psycho?
Yes.
I can't not think of Studio. I mean, I can't think of that movie just because the line in there.
All right, I got you. So that's my 85 list. I was 4 years old when most of these songs came out. But I was in music early, uncles and aunts and brothers, and so I was probably really 88 or 89, 90 before all these songs really completely hit my radar. But
right, because a lot of them was still playing, like the top 10, top 100, or whatever else. It was just circulates.
They were in movies, so we watched the movies a couple years later, and
that's found why them. I said yep. So, all right, that's my list, and I'm sticking to it.
Sweet. I just say the word.
Oh yeah.
All right. 1985.
We congratulate Sontia for her fame of her recent podcast she was on the other day.
Oh yeah, I was on the Aaron and Austin podcast.
Yeah, that was fun watching you. I watched the show last night.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
We appreciate the plug.
Yep. We had a good time, and I plugged our show, and I was like, hey, since I'm on this show, I'm gonna plug our show too.
Yeah, they seem like some cool dudes, man. We'll have to.
Oh yeah, they're really cool. They really are. And then Sunset Fest, Sonic Sunflower Fest. That was really cool too.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Had a good time. Had a good time.
Santia rocking it out, and the album coming out, and just kicking.
Well, it's not
working on it.
Yet,
working
but
on
it'll
it.
come out.
Yeah. Sorry. Working on an album.
Yeah, I'm getting it done. I'm at that point to where just because of the health problems that I've had recently, I was like, you know what? I probably should really do a big push this next few years and get as much as I can done, so that if that happens again and I have to like lay down or slow down, then I'm not going to have to worry whether I left a legacy. Because I have a little bit, but I want it to be bigger, just a little bit bigger. I have some goals, and then after I get those taken care of, then I can expound on them. But this isn't about me. This is about 1985.
All right.
Well, you were 6 in 1985. Well, at least.
Oh, you're not supposed to do that. I don't think you're
1981, 1985. So I was born in 81, 85.
Yeah, she's the same age as me. She would have been 5 as well.
Yeah. I don't know that.
Four.
Okay. All right. So what I did is I found songs that I remember. Like, these are songs that I've been singing since 1985. First one has made my list, I think, a couple of times. Tina Turner. Just because, powerful. It's a powerful song. I'm a powerful woman. Love powerful things. And it's better be good to me. She better be good.
Oh, she was gorgeous too.
Somebody that sung so much powerful music to take what she went through, it's crazy, man.
Right. And this is
sometimes where you get your power from.
This is the reason why, like, that it kind of hurts me that she of course going through domestic violence and everything really hurts. But she had like all this whole come up. She became a rock star when she was in her 40s, and I think it really kind of bothered her that was the one thing that people kept bringing up.
Yeah.
It's just like, you went through this hard time with this man. How do you feel? And it's like, it would have been so nice for people just to drop it and then just let her live her life. Cause so it's unfortunate, but it's part of it. And she's an inspiration, definitely. I actually have her
I think that's where she got a lot of her power and that stuff from too, is, so it's also hard to, I guess, escape that. So
yeah.
Good song.
Yep. It's a good song. Number 2. And I remember when the first time I heard this song, I remember hearing this song when it came on TV, and I was 4 or 5 or 6 or whatever in 1985. And it was Pink Cadillac by Aretha Franklin. And I had not heard an Aretha Franklin song that I recognized before then. Pink Cadillac was it. And it goes, oh my God, I can't. Riders going way too slow. I'll rock the pedal and go. And then we're going to go riding in our pink Cadillac. We going riding on the freeway. There we go.
Yeah.
In love in our pink Cadillac.
Yeah.
And I never wanted a pink Cadillac. I still don't. But if I did, it would have been because of that song. But yeah, that was her comeback too. She had taken some time off or whatever else and came back with Pink Cadillac in the 80s and then just busted ass and took over the airwaves with it. So that's my number 2. Number 3 is Personal. And this was a song that came on years ago. I had my best friend, and then he had his uncle Chris. And his uncle Chris would invite me over to hang out. And this was a period of time when I was just kind of finding myself as a person, and I was just kind of weird and awkward and scared to be around people. And Uncle Chris accepted me as the weird person that I was. And we were at a bar. It's called Rhonda's Place now. I don't know what it was called before then. And this song, Whitney Houston's How Will I Know? How will I know that he can love me? That song came on, and we were like eating pizza and we were having fun. And me and my best friend were dancing in the just dancing around and then having a good time. And my Uncle Chris was there, or my friend's Uncle Chris was there, and he was dancing and having a good time. And it was just like the most beautiful day. And then probably about a month later, Uncle Chris died. He passed away. And so every time I hear that song, I think of that day and that you just cherish the times that you have with people and really embrace moments, so that if it's the last moment that you see somebody, that's going to be what you remember. So, and it's also a good song. Whitney Houston was killing it in the 80s. Oh yeah.
She was my girl, man. Bodyguard. I mean, that was early 90s, but man, she's the queen. Yeah. She still is. Even with her fall, which everybody always wants to remember your bullshit. But really, when you take into account her whole legacy or whatnot, that bullshit didn't matter. She had problems. Everybody has problems. Let it go. Yeah. For some reason, most of the best end up having problems.
Yeah, because you have to put so much soul and power and everything into your music, and you're giving yourself away all the time, and there's not ever really anybody around that's giving you anything back.
Yeah, refilling it.
And then at some point you start self-medicating, you start dealing with toxic people, toxic things. So it's easy to go down that road. That's why it's important to keep yourself a good circle around you, and then keep your mind and your spirit clear and clean.
Yep.
I think Bobby did it. You think Bobby got her going on to...
You
think Bobby got him hooked on it, or do you think she did? I don't know.
It was there was a whole there was a documentary about it, so it wasn't Bobby that did it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Then her daughter passed away like almost exact same way, right?
Yeah.
Overdosed in a tub or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah. It's all of that.
I still listen to a lot of "That's My Prerogative" by Bobby.
Yeah.
Good one.
Gotta separate the artist from the person sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Whitney was amazing. She was amazing and real all the way until the end.
Yeah.
All right, number 4. Okay, So I have never said this band's name before. So here we go. So it's the Eurythmics.
Eurythmics, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they have this song called Would I Lie to You?
Yep.
And I remember this song coming on, and I would sing both parts. I'd sing boy part and girl part, because look into my eyes, can't you see they're rolling wise? I would just be it was just back and forth. It was the greatest production. You guys should have been there. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I love that
Played
song.
I'm sure I've heard.
It's never too late.
Yeah. Annie Lennox.
Yep, that's it. Wait, Annie Lennox did like a cover of it?
No, she's the girl in their Eurythmics, I believe.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. I thought it was a whole group of people. Because
Yeah.
I just remember the name of the song and the name of the band, but I've never in my life actually seen the video.
Yeah.
I only heard the song on the radio, so I didn't even know that.
I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, it's happened once or twice.
Okay.
Coach, you fact checking me?
Yep.
I'm looking.
I'm pretty sure it was Annie Lennox.
You guys can keep going. I'll get there. Yep, it was Annie Lennox. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dave Stewart and Annie Lennox.
Okay. Wow, that it makes sense then. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
like I
good.
said, I mean, Sweet Dreams. I mean, that one. I love that one.
Mhm.
I mean, I love Manson's version too, Marilyn Manson's, but
Yeah.
but we can't talk about him because he's still too fresh at being a bad boy. Everybody's shocked that Marilyn Manson did something horrible.
And he's not from 1985, so it's not his time to be talking.
Not his time. All right, Coach Spun, it's me. That was your last one, wasn't it? I'm not.
No.
There's just one more.
Okay, my bad. Good thing.
All right. So my last one is going to be it's going to be by Mr.
Oh yeah.
And it's Broken Wings.
Yep.
Because it's a really powerful song. That is a powerful song, and I even not knowing what life was at that period of time when that song came out, I knew that it was something special that he was singing about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, and that's my list.
All right, good list. Sorry, I almost cut you off. I had my finger on the button, and I was like, I don't know if I let go of the button. If it's so, I'm like, yeah.
Better be good to me.
Look what I can do. Yeah, like I said, this, like you said, was a very easy list. And like I say, Coach had one of my tentatives. You didn't get any of mine. But my number 5 was kind of a dark, I had to go find the dark ones. Coach said that, and I'm like, oh, I'll find it. And there it is. The Cure, In Between Days. And that one, I don't really remember listening to it. What was the big hit song The Cure had? It's Friday, I'm in Love, right?
Yeah.
I think that was their big hit, but I don't like that one. Never really liked that one, but I found this one. This is a new to me find, and I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
And number 4, excuse me, I'm going the wrong way. Robert Tepper, No Easy Way Out, from the Rocky soundtrack. Rocky 3, maybe I don't know, maybe 3.
There ain't no easy way.
I don't think I've heard it. I'm sure I've heard it, but I can't.
It's montage worthy. It's in the montage, and I mean, the Rocky movies did have a lot of good songs in them. There's like 3 or 4. I mean, you got the Rocky theme song,
Eye of the Tiger,
but there's a couple other ones that I can just listen to just because of the movies. All right, my dang phone.
Different time. It's crazy because I don't think, and maybe the kids do associate it, but today's movies you're not going to be talking about soundtracks from these movies because it's just not the same. Maybe some cartoon movies, they have better soundtracks than regular movies do these days.
Oh my goodness, like Trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trolls has some pretty
Shrek,
cool
one of my favorite soundtrack. I mean, there's
But number 3 is I think he dropped the Cougar and just go by John Mellencamp now. But when he released this, I think he was John Cougar Mellencamp. But Rain on the Scarecrow, and that one, that's just a powerful song, and it's not happy. It doesn't make you want to dance. It it's about losing the farm, growing up, and he didn't have a legacy. He didn't have the farm. He's a kid and he wanted the farm, but Grandpa lost it because the bank foreclosed on it. Mm-hmm. And the power of greed. It's kind of a. But what's the line? There's rain on the scarecrow, blood on the plow. Mm-hmm. Somebody took justice in their own hands, I believe.
Sounds like it. Sounds like murdery.
Murdery. So number 2 is Tears for Fears. Shout, let it all out.
Oh man.
I had head over heels on my list, so I had tears. I had some Tears for Fears on my honorable mention.
I had Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
So that was a good year for them, man.
Yeah.
Good song.
Going back to the game, I may not have game, but I used to definitely be addicted to love. So Robert Palmer made the list, and just the video, the imagery of the video, the beautiful women. I was hooked. It's a good song.
I'm addicted to love.
Yeah, it's funny to go back and watch it now and realizing that the beautiful women that are supposed to be in his band aren't playing anywhere near the same notes that they're supposed to be playing. That's funny, but then I certainly wasn't looking at their face.
Music ability did not matter for you at that young age, I'm imagining.
No. You can't
I feel like
guitar.
Nobody looks anyways now.
That's all I look at. That's all I do is watch the way they play the music. No.
Well, the kids started watching this one guy who compares, like TV shows and music videos of what they're playing, and then he'll actually play what the video is playing, and of course it doesn't sound anything. Here's what it's supposed to sound like, and he's shows what they would be playing. What it sound like they were playing. Yeah, I do cartoons and stuff like that. It's funny.
I had some honorable mentions. I had Don Henley, Boys of Summer.
Yep, that was on mine.
I had REO Speedwagon, Can't Fight This Feeling. Another one of those songs. Well,
I take that back. I had Bryan Adams, Summer of '69, not Boys of
Yep,
Summer.
I went right by that one too. I kind of figured somebody would have that one because that's especially we liked it as kids because it was a good song and it said 69 a bunch. You can say 69.
Another one about movies, what the end of Breakfast Club, Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds. And that one.
Yep.
I can't not think of that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jumping up at the goalpost.
I got a Careless Whisper. And then I went and saw Kool and the Gang when they were downtown at the River Fest. And so Cherish. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there I was at Kool and the Gang, and then so Cherish came on, and the guy was like, "Hey, everybody, sing this song with me," and then we got to sing the song with them, and it was so pretty.
No. Awesome. Was Chad Kroeger there?
No. I did meet a guy from Canada yesterday at an open mic, and he didn't know.
He didn't have any ties, any connections.
I was like, "Yeah, you."
Well, get out, gone. We don't need you then.
Yeah, I think right now Barlow's the closest connection I had. He was friends with the bass player's brother or something. I don't know. I think the bass player is Chad's brother.
I had some buddies that did a backstage. I mean, this is back in the day when we were in high school at a Nickelback or just after. They did a backstage meet and greet thing. So I don't know where that ranks.
I don't know.
If you touched one, how close does that make you?
Right at the top.
Right at the top.
If you touched a Nickelback, then you're a winner.
That's all Sontia wants to do is touch a Nickelback.
Not at all. I love Nickelback, but no.
I meant like a hug. I didn't mean sexually. How's everything going to be sexual with you two? Come on, guys.
It's rough out there, Coach. It's rough out there.
I just celebrated last weekend 21 years of marriage to my beautiful wife.
Oh, congratulations.
So believe it or not, ladies, 1, I'm taking sorry. 2, yes, somebody is everybody else. Yes, somebody has put up with me for 25 years almost now. We've been together, something like that.
Yeah. That's a feat, dude. That is definitely like awesome. And
we've known each other since we were
celebrated.
We met each other our 5th grade summers when I first moved to Belle Plaine.
Yeah.
Right before 6th grade, and she was like my friend.
Friends. So next week we're gonna do, what did we decide? Road trip songs.
Is that vague? Is that pretty vague? Just songs you like to listen to on a road trip?
It's always vague, and it's always it's what we want.
Is that a category? I haven't searched it yet. I'm just wondering.
Oh, there's definitely a category, but it's probably not what I would listen to.
Is it all Beach Boys and
then I have different phases of road trips, like when it's when I'm starting to nod, then I'm cranking up the loudest, heaviest metal. It's just keep the blood flowing and the eyes awake, but when you start out with the road trip, when it's you're a couple miles in, it's it's definitely a different I just want riding.
Man, I got real weird and old and started listening to so much talk radio and podcasts and stuff that I've been back to doing a ton of music, especially since we started doing this, and it's been cool.
Yeah, I'm back and forth now. I just realized that I had cassette tapes for road trips, and then it evolved to DVDs for road trips, and then like MP3s for road trips, and now I have my Bluetooth.
Yep.
And I remember having to listen to a whole album. And now I don't have to even listen to the same person.
I remember a car that had a 6-disc changer in it, man. And that was the shit, dude, driving, because you didn't have to switch them, man. Now, granted, it was in the trunk, so that kind of sucked. If the 6 that were in there you didn't like, but you pull over the gas station, throw 6 more in there, and roll out, which would be one of my songs.
Yeah. I mean, any Ludacris. I mean, Ludacris is a definite must in the car. That's for sure. All right, guys. Good show. Great list. As usual, you guys knocked it out of the park. Like I said, one more time, Room Green Productions page. We're trying to grow that stuff. We're trying to get paid is the ultimate goal, right? I mean, everybody wants to. I still got $8.26 on Facebook.
I do it for the love, but give him the money. I'm here for the love.
Maybe we'll get more fancier whistles.
We have whistles. You guys have whistles?
Yeah, we will still take donations for a new spinner. I mean, I will be honest. If you want to donate for the spinner, just DM Josh, he'll DM me. We got it.
No whistling. Got night driving here. Ooh. All right. Yep. We'll be back next week, next Saturday. And then we're going to take 4th of July off, right?
Right.
I think that's the following Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly.
Is it almost July? Oh my God. What is going on with this year?
Yeah. It's flying by. Like I said, I'm already ready for July because I've got vacation planned, and so I'm not even here. Every day I walk in, I go, "This is this is a clone." I'm just like kind of on autopilot at work, and of course we've got stupid orders, stupid big orders. I mean, I think 200 banners for a upcoming festival and conference that I don't want to mention the name because it's so but yeah, like
the big deal conference.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a big deal. It's
festivals and conferences usually don't go together, not in my experience. So I don't know what's going on. But
a bunch of bullshit controversy all the time, and everybody's arguing. And I'm so tired of it.
Oh yeah,
I'm so tired of it.
Like 400 banners we're making for this thing, and a huge bill. This is the most money I've ever seen for a job at work, and I'm just like, what is going on? I tried to do some research to figure out who and what's behind this, and I mean, I'm over it already. Like I said, I've nothing but banners the last 2 days. I'm just like, over it.
Well,
yeah.
I'm supposed to protest this QAnon thing. Hopefully, it's not the same thing. No, I'm just joking.
No. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Enough. We'll see you next week. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your next week, and we will be back.
Bye.